Hi little peoples, welcome to 5th standard science online class. Today we will see unit 5 natural phenomena lesson number 10 air and water. For all living beings on earth, air and water are the basic needs for survival. Without air and water, we cannot live. What is the use of air and water? We mainly use air for breathing. Likewise, we use water for drinking and many other purposes. Take page 125 in your science book. Draw any two things that need air to move. For example, kite, swing tube, balloon, boats to sail, football, tires, air clothes, etc. Next, list 5 ways in which you use water in your day-to-day life: drinking, cooking, bathing, washing, cleaning. So these are the basic needs of water in our everyday life. Now let's learn more about air and water. First is air. Air is surrounded everywhere around us. The air is a mixture of several gases. For example, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, argon, hydrogen, etc. So first we'll see about oxygen. Oxygen is essential for the survival of all living things. Without oxygen, we cannot live. In space, there is no oxygen, and that is why astronauts carry oxygen cylinders in space. Next, oxygen is essential for burning. Without the presence of oxygen, burning is not possible. Oxygen constitutes 21% of gases in the atmosphere. Next is nitrogen. Nitrogen constitutes about 78% in the atmosphere. So in our atmosphere, nitrogen is present in about 3 by 4 of the atmospheric gases. Nitrogen does not support burning. So due to the presence of nitrogen in the air, the process of burning is under control. That is, without nitrogen, even small fires would become uncontrollable. The other gases constitute only 1% of the total gases present in the atmosphere. For example, argon is a gas which is colorless and odorless. So what do you mean by odorless? Odorless means without any smell. So argon has no color and no smell. So this argon gas is used in making light bulbs and fluorescent tubes. The next is carbon dioxide. So it's a gas which is used by green plants to produce their own food. And so plants take carbon dioxide and give it oxygen. This oxygen is used by other living things for breathing. And that is why we are requested to plant more trees so that we can control the increase of carbon dioxide and increase the level of oxygen in air. Other gases present in air are water vapor, ozone, hydrogen, and helium. So the next topic we are going to see is atmosphere. What is atmosphere? The thick layer of air that surrounds the earth is called the atmosphere. The atmosphere can be divided into 5 layers. So starting from the bottom, they are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. So the first one is troposphere. So this layer contains the air that we breathe, and all the weather changes takes place here. That is the weather condition of that day, whether it is a sunny day or a cloudy day or a rainy day. So all this happens only in this troposphere region and is just above the earth. So the next layer is the stratosphere. It contains the ozone layer that traps the harmful UV rays, that is ultraviolet rays. So this ozone layer is very important because due to this layer only we have been protected from the harmful ultraviolet rays that are coming from the sun. But due to the increase of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere, these ozone layers are depleting. That is, they are creating a hole in this ozone layer, and due to this the earth is becoming more warmer day by day. And jet planes also fly in this stratospheric layer. The next layer is the mesosphere. Meteors and other stones from space burn up in this layer and do not reach the earth. The next layer is the thermosphere. Here, the temperature may reach up to about 2000 degrees centigrade, and space shuttles orbit around the Earth in this layer. The last one is the exosphere. It contains the least amount of air. Beyond this layer, no air exists. Okay, so these are the 5 layers. The next is we'll see how atmosphere helps us in many ways. How atmosphere helps us in many ways, because this atmosphere contains all types of air in it, which are essential for all living beings. So the first one is the atmosphere contains the 2 vital gases. That is the important one, oxygen and carbon dioxide. So the oxygen is needed by all the living beings for breathing, and carbon dioxide is needed by all the green plants for photosynthesis. So this is the first and main condition. The second one is the atmosphere maintains the right temperature for the survival of living things on the earth. If there is no atmosphere, then we'll receive the direct heat from the sun, which will not be prompt for the survival of the living things on the earth. Next one is ozone, which is present in the stratosphere, protects us from the harmful rays, that is the ultraviolet rays from the sun. Next one, the atmosphere also protects us from meteoroids. What do you mean by meteoroids? Meteoroids are small rocks moving about in space. That is, these rocks are nothing but pieces of some planets which have been crashed a long time ago. So they will be moving around in the space, and by chance they can hit some other planets. So avoid this. The atmosphere protects us from these meteoroids which are moving in the space, because if they hit the surface of the earth, it can cause great damage. And most of these meteoroids burn up in the atmosphere before they can reach the surface of the earth. This happens in the mesosphere layer. So these are the uses of atmosphere. So I think we'll end up with this session here. In the next class, we'll see about the properties of air. Thank you.